What's going on, child? It's your most favorite diabetic YouTuber in the whole entire world, back with another video. Now, we are talking about how Cole Anthony is going to sign with the Milwaukee Bucks, after being cut from the Memphis Grizzlies, which I'm going to be honest with y'all, that got me a little bit confused in general, but also since, it's the same, team. Myles Turner, signing with the Bucks. The true reason and everything, allegedly, the true reason of why he decided to sign with the Bucks instead of staying with Indiana has officially came out. So, of course, I'm going to break down everything I know about both these. And, of course, I'd give my thoughts and opinions. But if it was hate, beef, or anything crazy like that, I would straight admit it. Now, I was supposed to say it's all love, no hate before that. But, yeah, obviously, if it was hate, beef, or anything crazy, I would admit it. But one more time, all love, no hate. And my bad to learn this, bro. You're kicking in too bad. Too fast, too bad. Ooh, 20 times. Too bad. Too much? I don't give a shit. Let's get into it, though. Okay, so first of all, let me just break down the whole Cole Anthony situation, because I actually like this shit a lot for the Bucks and low-key Cole Anthony, because yeah, you look at it, I believe KPJ is their starting point guard, which he still could be, but low-key, I don't know. I like this a lot. Now, I thought Memphis was going to keep him and going to be part of the plan, off the bench or something, but they just bought him out of his contract for, I don't even remember what they got traded him for now. That was part of the Desmond. What the hell is going on? I don't know. What is going on in Memphis? God, that just blew my mind. Now, like I said, I thought he was going to be a part of their future, at least for the season. But shit, they bought it. Okay. Now, he's signing with the Milwaukee Bucks, which I like a lot. Of course, it's a contender team. He's going to be around Giannis. And low-key, they might not be scary good, but at the same time, they are looking nice and crispier. And if they can get that chemistry really going and that rhythm, shit is going to look scary. Now, honestly, I think this is a really good situation for for Cole Anthony, because honestly, you're either going to be able to show out and show him the potential and the star that you were supposed to be, everybody thought, and me in particular, I thought he was going to be one of them great-ass point guards coming out of high school and college. I thought he was one of the next one-ups, but he still has a chance. And in Milwaukee, a contender, it could be, a bad timing for him. He may not be able to, fully put his oomph into it, or it could work out perfectly, and it could be, his new home, another champion, or get a championship, you get a new contract, and low-key, you find your rhythm, and you start showing off a little bit. And honestly, for some reason, just Cole Anthony with Myles Turner and just Giannis, I know, they're not shooters or anything, but that's his little combo for some reason. Yeah, I like it. It's got my mind intrigued for sure. All right, so there isn't too much really in this article, but it starts out also, side note, learn disability might kick in, wordings ain't the best thing, so I apologize, and just bear with me. But it says here, Turner spoke to reporters in Las Vegas Saturday when he was officially introduced as a member of the Bucks. You move it a little bit down. Turner pointed to alignment issues between him and Pacers during his explanation of why he decided to leave the only NBA franchise he ever played for. There were alignment issues, I think, on that side. As far as me and them, Turner said, just out of respect for organization, out of respect for this organization. I'm not going to speak on too much, but, again, this was just a best decision moving forward, and the best fit. Okay, I don't know if it. Turner did admit that it wasn't easy for him to bolt to a team that selected him. There were a lot of decisions. My bad, hiccuping too. There were a lot of decisions that went into this. It wasn't an easy one. Turner said, "I spent 10 years of my life in one place. I was a teenager when I got to indie market, and when I just sat back and started to evaluate things, I would just see where I was in my career, see where I was in my life, and I wanted for myself." And I just kind of saw what the Bucks were putting together, which low-key, I'm giving credit for that one. And I was excited about the opportunity. I have great conversations with Doc Rivers and John Horst, and obviously my agent as well, and my family. And I think we all decided, and ultimately, that I decided that this is where I needed to be. I think that's it. Okay, yeah, so that's it. All right. Now, I had to figure out what the hell alignment issues were. Let me pull out my Google definition again here. My bad, because when I heard that, I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Cars? Like, I don't know. So basically, it means like lack of harmony, consistency between person's actions, values, goals, and I'm just gonna interpret it. I'll give him respect because he didn't want to go too deep. So, you know, like he wasn't going too deep at the, you know, in general. So, you know, I'll give him credit, a little leeway on that one. But it sounds like basically they didn't even want to pay him. They were talking a little bit, they didn't believe in him that much. They didn't think that he could help the team. Didn't think he could, without Tyrese Halliburton, maybe they didn't think he could lead the team or anything like that. You know, it could be any type of scenario, but low-key, it feels like something in that type of degree. Of course, that's just my opinions, allegedly. I don't know what the hell actually went down. Eventually, I feel like Myles Turner will eventually say what happened, because I don't think he wants Indiana in general to think that he wanted to leave Indiana. I feel like it was more of the business people, okay? I'm just going to say it out loud like that, because honestly, I think he loved it in Indiana. I think he would have been happy over there, even though he said we had to evaluate what was better for all my life. But really, I'm be honest, it just, if they wasn't talking to me right, fuck y'all. I'll show y'all where my worth is, really what I can do. Shit, you know, like I feel like it might have been on that type of vibe, and I feel like we will hear a full-on theory one day. When that day is, I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. And honestly, I did. Whoa, where this bullet kicked in? I do love what they are doing on over there. Cole Anthony, just everybody else they have. Shit. Myles Turner, never saw that one coming. I love it, low key. I feel like it's gonna work just perfectly, but at the same time, it might not work. But I already explained all that shit. But I think it's gonna work out beautifully. And yeah, this all makes sense. But that's really like I say. But I do want to let y'all think in the comment section down below. Also in the comments, your boy make all kinds of videos. So comment you want to see. And yeah, as I got for the video.